Hi, and thank you for joining me for a quick session on Regex in SQL Server 2025 and in Azure SQL Database at Data Popcorn, where everything is bite-sized, quick, and fun. This is who I am. I'm a data platform MVP. I do a whole lot of work in the data space. If you happen to be out in anywhere around New York over the summer, check out Day of Data Albany 2026. It'll be a lot of fun. And with that, let's dive right in. What is this all about? This is all about native regex in SQL Server. Starting now, we have full regex support. The real deal. Functions that do all this for us, so we can get rid of all those horrible like and not like and replace substring, char index stuff, and replace it with nice clean functions that act off of real regex patterns. It was added about a year and a half ago to Azure SQL Database and to SQL Server 2025 when it was released. We've wanted this for a long time, a really long time. It's great to have it here. Some require compatibility level 170, most do not. With that, the best way to really demonstrate all this is with demos, live demos. Fun stuff, right? So let's dive right into live demo. Here we go. Just sample database here, jumping right in, taking a look at some data right here. Give me all of the strings that happen to have anything matching the pattern ny parenthesis at the end. And there we go. Regex p like will return anything that matches a regex pattern. You pad the pattern, it returns the rows. If I get a little sillier, I can say, give me something that begins in capital A, ends in lowercase a. We can do that. Or I can say, give me anything that has a double S in it, S like this. You can see it here. All the strings that match the pattern. I can get as silly as I want. It'll return me all the rows that match the pattern. That's how this function works. If I want to know how many times, I can use regex p count. This one will not just provide me the rows that have it, but it'll tell me how many times it's in there. So for example, how many times in the city is there a pattern of multiple S's in a row? And I get back the count. Some have two, some have one. Others might have none. The function regexp_instr gives us the position, start and end, for a regex pattern. If we look at that, we can see, here we go. Give me all the scenario, all the places where new is in a string, and it'll give me the location, 1, 7, whatever. It returns it. Regex p replace, just like replace, but you can use a regex pattern instead of a string literal. So we can say replace new with old. There we go. And I could get fun and put crazy patterns in here, but it's a great function. If you want to replace regex with something else, it'll do it for you. Regex substring is just like kind of a substring function. You tell it a regex pattern and it'll return the substring. For example, I want what's inside of the parentheses. I can get that very easily without all of the reverses and substrings and other scary stuff we used to do before to get what we wanted. There it is, right there. Regexp matches is kind of cool. This gives us a whole lot of information about things that match a regex pattern. For example, if I want the double S pattern here again, I want to find it. I can. I can go ahead and I can run this query. And not only does it return an ID, it returns a match position, starting, ending, a value, and then even a little JSON that has all that data inside of it. So if I want a whole lot of information about regex matches, this is exactly what I want right here. And here's a great one, regex split to table. This is like string split, but an upgrade, because I can pass it instead of a single character as the delimiter. I can pass in whatever I want, regex pattern, multiple characters, whatever. I can split on space just like this. But in the good old days, if I tried to do string split with a comma and a space, it would break because I need only one character. Split to table, though, I can split on anything. And of course, I have the beginning and end quotes here in the string, but I can easily get rid of those as well. And so the beauty of regex p split to table is that I can now split in anything I want. One character, multiple characters, a crazy regex pattern, you name it. So this is really an upgrade to string split and a really wonderful function to have available. With that, that was a blast through some of the functions available. We can simplify a lot of our T-SQL using regex instead of crazy string manipulation. These functions automatically handle nulls and blanks and all the funny stuff you can throw their way. And on top of that, we didn't have time to demo them here, lots of parameters and flags to tweak and customize your code. Case sensitive, case insensitive. What do I do with new lines? You tell me. The flags will help them out a lot, and they're very well documented. You can look them up, check them out. And you'll improve the performance on some of your crazier, more complex queries and make easier to read code. So this is wonderful. Great way to improve your code, make things faster and better. Check them out. We've wanted this for a long time, and now it's here. So thank you very much for having me, and I hope to see you around soon.